It is a long 3-day weekend, and I've come down here about 3 hours southeast of Bangkok to the province of Rayong here in Thailand. Staying at the beautiful Marriott Rayong 5-star resort here in Rayong. We'll check out some other things, but I'm excited to go and see this room. We're gonna check in, and I'm gonna take you along and show you. This place has a magnificent lobby. Look at these elephants. That is beautiful. Looks like driftwood, or at least it's supposed to be. So there's a really nice beachfront access. We're right on the water here in Rayong, and I know Sue's over here getting the room, and we're gonna go and check on in. Very excited to go check out the grounds. This is just absolutely beautiful. Super windy this weekend. The conditions aren't great for swimming because of the monsoon that's going on, so you have to be very careful with the undertow, but this place is gorgeous. Made up to our floor, and I'm going to check in a little bit early, but the room is ready. I'm excited to check out this suite. Wow, this is really nice. Here's the first bathroom, and this is just like a general bathroom. We've got a toilet here. Obviously, there's a sink and a mirror. And then we walk out into the living room, because this is a suite. Oh, this is very nice. And the balcony, look at this. There is a view of the ocean. Oh, if I can get this open. Oh my goodness, that is heavy. But there we go. There is the view of the ocean. We're on the 8th or 9th floor here, I believe. And there's all the other stuff. There's Marriott residences across the way, but go back inside. Now these doors just shut on themselves. There's a whole seating area here, of course. Nice couch. Everything looks pretty good. There's a little wear and tear here from age, but that is okay. And a whole little mini bar area. We've got some snacks, complimentary water, coffee. There's a refrigerator in there. Let's take a look and see if there's actually anything in the refrigerator. Oh, it is. It is full. I'm sure this is not complimentary, but there are snacks in here, so that is nice to see. Television, and this is the bedroom. King-size bed. Oh, it's nice and cool in here, air conditioning. Another television. And look, there's actually there's a ceiling fan here, which I just realized there's also one in the living room. So this is quite nice. They've got a little welcome here, some elephant animal towels, and what? This bathroom. Ooh, this is a beautiful tub. Definitely gonna have to try this out. Another area here, sink. Actually, there's dual sinks because there's one here and there's one across the way. And then we have, oops, the toilet over here. And on this side is the walk-in shower, which is big enough for like 6 people. That's quite impressive. What is this room here? Oh yeah, this is the storage room. So this is a walk-in closet. It's large. Beautiful ocean view. And the cost of this is right around 10,000 baht per day. I believe it's 9,800 baht. And that works out to be about $300, I believe. A little under, I believe, like $287. And that is the normal price of this room on a weekend. And this place apparently is packed. And I'm excited to go walk around and see the rest of this property. Back down here in the lobby area, and Sue's gone to the pool to get a spot, but I want to show you some more of this. Now, down here, the Salt Cafe, that is where the breakfast will be. And again, just look at this beautiful view of the ocean. They've got a really nice lobby. And let me show you a little bit more of what's over here. It's very tall. And downstairs, like a whole convention center. It's got some nice little art sculptures here. Apparently the whole place is full because there's some kind of a promotion for Thai people to get 40 or 60% off. There is a little popcorn station over here and some drinks. You can stop by and get those. And like I said, it's very windy because there is a storm going on. There's actually advisories not to go into the ocean, but that's okay. We'll just check it out a little bit. They've got a nice outdoor patio seating area. Look at this, all this beautiful seating out here. And it's nice and cool today because of the wind. Love these chairs. These kind of remind me of the 70s, kind of like the egg crate chairs. And over here is a bar area. There's a little pool table over here. And down over there is a foosball table along with some nice seating area. There's a whole bar over here. And for some reason, they're showing cartoons. So maybe you want to watch cartoons while you have a few drinks and play some pool. And downstairs is a little bit deserted. It's very quiet down here. Again, they're very tall ceilings, but there's really nothing going on over here. There are two on-site restaurants here, but one of the main ones is going to be closed tonight because they're setting up this outdoor kind of a carnival night market feel. Really curious to see what it's like because otherwise there's not a ton of things around here. But here they're setting up booths all over this place, and I'm really kind of excited to see what they're going to have here tonight. And off in the distance here we have Marriott residences, and it looks like some of the units on top have pools, but I don't see water in any of them, so I'm not sure how many of these units are actually occupied. And now at the base of the main pool, there's an aquarium over here that has fish in it. People are actually checking it out, but the pool starts on over here. This is a very large pool. I'm surprised that it is pretty much completely deserted, considering we were told when we checked in that the hotel is completely sold out this weekend because of the promotion. But I'm not really sure. Saw some tour buses earlier in the downtown area, if you can call it that. But anyways, here's a water slide. So you can slide into the pool. There's a little bit of a beach over there, a little bit more of a beach there. But yeah, it's really quiet, very empty here. I thought it would be more people, especially since they have this promotion going for locals. And of course, they have poolside service. And it seems like the children are hanging out more in this pool than the other pool. Hopefully the other pool will be a little bit quieter. And now at the base of the pool, it's the ocean. Yes, it's not safe to swim. There is the red flag because it is not safe to swim today. Because of the current, the undertow, it's very dangerous. It's been actually announced all over Thai media and the Thai news not to go swimming. But unfortunately, several people in Pattaya and some other areas have gone swimming and they have lost their lives. So even if you're a strong swimmer, it is recommended not to go into the ocean because of the undertide. I mean, I think if maybe you went up to your knees, that's one thing, maybe your thighs, but actually going and swimming, that's a definite no-no. And the other pool is just on the other side of these rocks, so we're gonna make our way over there. I've been told that these buildings here, you can book out for like a large family. It's still part of the resort and they will service you there. So that's good to know. All right, let's take a look. Oh, here's the other pool. Well, here we go. This is much more secluded. There's only about 4 or 5 people here. I believe that's the other restaurant that will be open tonight, but this pool is very quiet. There's really not many people here at all. They've got towels over here and there's water that you can grab. All right, time to just chill out a little bit. Oh, I think Sue's already here. Got her a spot. Sue, did you get me a mango shake? Is that for me? Is a mango shake for me?
No, for me.
It's for you. Uh-oh, it's mine now. I was told that this smoothie is not for me, but I'm going to sample it anyways. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, this water is definitely treacherous. I'm definitely going to go in, probably just, up to my knees or so just to feel the ocean, but not going swimming in that, no way. I've been in much rougher waves in California, but never during any kind of a red flag warning, so this is going to be about as far as I'm going to go. But the water is magnificently warm, so nice. It's really a shame that I cannot go swimming. I'm just not willing to take that risk. As little as it may be, it's still a risk. And as we came back to our room, they had left us a nice little complimentary gift here. Looks like a little fruit plate. That looks really nice. And some Marriott desserts. This was a very nice touch to this suite. And now the sun is setting and we're about to go downstairs and check out what's going on in that little market they've set up. It is now about 6:30 in the evening and they've got this whole thing set up outside. I'm really interested to go check it out because it's different than what normally a 5-star resort would have. They've kind of set up a little bit of a night market. They've got some singers, they've got food, a bunch of families. Go grab a table and get some food and see what else is out there. Let's take a quick look down here. They've got a bunch of vendors selling clothing and food. And there's also food that's being sold by the hotel. Got some cool rock t-shirts here. Guy selling shells. And of course, there's going to be a variety of food here. Little art stations. Nice little setup. This is quite cool. I mean, it's something very different than what they would normally do, like I said, at a 5-star resort. And I think it's a great idea because it breaks from the norm of, fancy, stuffy dining. So this is really cool to be able to come and just hang out here. Got a big station here. I kind of got some shots earlier of some of the stuff here, but they're cooking shrimp and Wagyu, and it looks like they've been doing a good business because this thing is now pretty empty. Over here, of course, is the little beer tent, very popular, and tons of families here pretty much all Thai people. I think I've seen there's 2 foreigners, but mostly it's going to be Thai families, again, because of the promotion that they have going on. I'm going to try this Wagyu, this grilled Wagyu with the spicy Jiao sauce. It's 200 baht for a small plate, but it is Wagyu, so I'm curious to check it out. This beef looks really good. I really am really excited to give this a shot. I know I'm excited about everything, but this looks really good. That is excellent Wagyu. I think Sue got a little lost with all the food. Oh, she went to get more. All right, so we're out exploring and Google Maps has gotten us really lost. It is telling me to go straight. I mean, look at that. You cannot go straight there. There's no way. And the surrounding area here, it's just all dirt road. We've driven through a bunch of dirt roads, and you know, we're gonna have to try to 3-point turn our way out of here. So Google Maps does have a tendency to get you lost, and honestly, when before I even moved to Thailand, I would watch videos of people getting lost, and I couldn't figure out how they were getting lost because, you know, they're using Google Maps. Well, shortly after that, having gone on a number of motorbike tours and driven through Bangkok and Thailand, I've realized that it's quite easy to get lost because Google Maps will send you the wrong way. Like, for instance, here, look at this. Like, this is completely incorrect. If you look at this, we are just going, you know, it's a dirt road, but it was saying that we could come through here. Oh, it's starting to rain. Fortunately, we brought an umbrella, and I've been here before, but we're gonna go over here to the HMS per se. Sue has never seen it. Might go through the mangrove. There's actually some construction going on here. Looks like they're building something really cool. Yeah, I think Sue's a little too small to operate. Yeah, your shoulders just go into that. Yeah, but you tilt it down. No, you can't. It's an anti-aircraft. All right, Sue's gonna try and rotate this big cannon. Come on, Sue, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, this is like arm exercise.
Yeah, I think it took 3 or 4 people to operate this. You have one person here who obviously operated the left and right. You have one person that operated the elevation, somebody to load it. I couldn't imagine what this would have been like. It's a lot of work and obviously quite dangerous because you're in war. And I realize right now that there is an armed conflict between Thailand and Cambodia, and we're not here to make light of that, just here showing a piece of history because this ship is a very interesting piece. I've been here before. So, you know, again, not disparaging anything that's going on between the 2 countries right now, and definitely not making light of a very serious situation where a lot of people have unfortunately already lost their lives. All right, here she comes. Go up here to the control room, the main operation deck. It's been scavenged quite a bit. They've gotten rid of a lot of the items in here, unlike some of the other ships that I've seen here in Thailand. So this is the HTMS per se. It's an interesting warship. It's not as interesting as the one in Bangkok that I've shown before. And I've shown more of this ship in a prior video where I was going this direction on my motorbike. But if you're out here in Rayong and you like military history, you like old warships, you can come out here and check it out. I'll definitely put a link to this and every other place that we go to today down in the description. There'll be a Google Maps link below. So feel free to check it out. The storm's definitely coming in. Not sure if it's going to be a heavy rain or not, but it's definitely coming. As you can see, the fishing boats are all here. None of them are out in this weather because it's very dangerous. And there is an advisory for small ships out at sea. So this is actually the entrance to the mangrove trail, but I think they have it closed because they're working on something. They're going to build some kind of an observation tower here, and hopefully they'll rebuild the mangrove trail. But this looks really nice. Unfortunately, we cannot access the mangrove from here. It's a really nice mangrove trail. I've been through it before. It goes for about half an hour, and it looks like they're going to build some really cool stuff here. And fortunately, it'll be nice and new, but unfortunately, Thailand has a very bad way of maintaining things, and things just kind of fall apart. So hopefully, for at least a few years, this will be really nice. Here we are in Presse. This is the Tung Prong Thong area, Rayong, and there is a whole little walkway. Like I said, I've made a video about this before. Sue's never been out here, so I'm just going to do kind of a quick, brief little tour. Wow, the water is completely receded this time compared to the last time I was here. I'm really shocked. Look at that. You can see all the mangrove trees, all of their roots. It is a very different scene than the last time I was here. because of either the low tide or the current weather storm or whatever is going on, the roots are really exposed this time. Last time the water came all the way up almost to the bridge. As you can see now, it is really, really dry here and has a much more kind of a creepy feel to it. But I find this super interesting to walk through here, seeing the low tide. It just has such an eerie feel in here, but I really enjoy it because it's so surreal. Almost feels like a different planet. And especially with the low water, there's lots of little black crabs running around. Kind of hard to photograph because the mud is black as well, but they are all over the place. I've shown this area in one of my prior videos, but as you can see behind me, it is absolutely gorgeous. And even now, this time of the year, it's really bright green. I mean, this video will not do the justice of how beautiful it is over here. It's just very serene, and the path will go that way. We're gonna walk a bit. I'm not gonna show you the whole path because I've done it in a prior video, but this area is magnificent, and especially now with this low tide, it's got a little different feel to it. It is magnificent out here. It's so quiet, and I'm so glad that I came back. I can't recommend this place enough because it is so very serene. There still aren't many tourists out here. There's not many locals. It's a really beautiful walkway, and it's just quiet. As before, the bridge is not in the best condition here. Looks like there's a part that collapsed here. Let's see if it's passable. Yeah, it looks passable. All right, now for Sue. Come on, Sue. You can do it. You can do it. I don't think Sue's liking this idea. I'll take the umbrella from you. So I don't think Sue really enjoyed crossing that, but yeah, this part is collapsing, and there's a lot of other parts of this area that are starting to collapse. Now I can see it down here. The trail stops. So we're about a quarter of the way to the ship that we were just at, but they are rebuilding the trail, hopefully, and that's why you cannot proceed any further. Decided to stop over here and check out the Crew Kung Museum. Sue saw this, and then when I saw the picture of the Mercedes out front, I definitely had to come and check it out. So let's take a quick look. We've got an old Willys Jeep. It's about a 63 or so Mercedes. Beautiful SO Tony the Tiger. More vintage Mercedes over here. Oh, these are beautiful. I love this yellow one. It's definitely the body style that I really like. The blue one is going to be, I believe, an early 70s, 71, 72, whereas the yellow one is going to be more of the late 70s and the early 80s style. Beautiful collection of some bicycles and a bunch of mopeds. Look at these. You got some Vespas over here. You got a Piaggio. And what is this one here? Majestic. Yamaha. These are cool. And a couple of old dirt bikes. Okay, we're going to go inside because this place is wild. Look at this tuk-tuk. It's got a motorcycle engine in the front. I'm going to have to go inside. It's 150 baht for foreigners, which is around $4. It's 100 baht for Thai people. So it's not much of a difference. So I don't care about the dual pricing in that situation. Really cool place. The gentleman working here is the owner. He said there's several houses. He speaks a little bit of English, but this place is gorgeous, including this vintage fan. I think there's going to be all sorts of things that he has collected over the years. This place is wild. It's got a beautiful BMW over here. Beautiful Vespa scooter here. But then I noticed that over here, he's got a couple rooms that are complete stuff. Like, he'll give a hair salon, like a woman's hair salon with hair dryers and a whole station. So unique. And then over here, a barber shop. This is really incredible that this man has recreated all of these things that he's really enjoyed. And again, this BMW, such a beautiful bike. Wait, there's one more little shop here I almost missed. It's like a soda shop. Oh, he's got Pepsi stuff. I love Pepsi stuff. I own a few Pepsi collectible items. They're really hard to find, but it's one of my favorites. He definitely was a collector of cameras as well. Such a nice little collection. And not just that, there's a whole room here full of all sorts of cameras. The old pop-out cameras. He's even got disposables here. He's got the 35 millimeter, a ton of VHS-C recorders. There is an old camera over here. More VHS machines. Oh my goodness. He's got to have at least 200 cameras just in here alone. Interest you in a sewing machine? Look at this. I mean, very inventive, definitely a collector of many things. A whole room full of just toys. Mostly like little children's toys. I'm not seeing anything here that's like the teenage years too much, but what a crazy collection. I'm going to kind of walk through this a little bit quicker, guys, just so we can get on. But he's got even little food stalls set up over here. And down here I saw these movie posters, and it looks like he's got himself a little studio, almost like a place to watch movies set up, like a little theater. I could make a video on this place all by itself. Check out that poster. The colors on that, absolutely beautiful, as are the colors on the two posters behind me. I could spend hours here, but we're not gonna make this video hours long. It's probably already longer than it should be, so let's just continue on. This is a different section of the house, and he said there's also upstairs and downstairs. This is more like an archive than really like a museum, because he's got so much stuff here that is basically like almost a documentary. I mean, look at this bedroom. There's even a little room here, like school kids, a school room. This kitchen layout is really wild. He's got everything, all the little lunch boxes here, and all the little areas to cook and clean. Even a little table. I'm just really impressed with this. Pretty wild. What do you think, Sue?
Oh, I think it's very creative. The whole layout, you get to see different sections. And yeah, let's go on and see the other part of the house.
You got to see this. This is absolutely incredible. He's got like a whole store set up over here. Look at this. It's like a little old candy shop and a toy shop with a bunch of older toys. I mean, these are not that old here on the wall, but it's like what we would call like a five and dime store in the US, where you sold very inexpensive toys that kids could afford. And then here is like a general store. He's got display cases full of everyday items, toothpaste, there's detergent, some are vintage, some are not so vintage. But to put together a display like this, even to have, look at this, he's got an abacus for counting. And these large cases, very beautiful. Just the design on this, like the little shelves, oh, they're pretty fragile. Just wanted to kind of take a look. But man, this is definitely more of like the drugstore where they would mix things, make things. Actually, alcohol is what I'm seeing here. You've got all the different bottles. Ever-ready cat batteries, the ones with the black cat. All right, this is really quite overwhelming. I'm so impressed with this. And wait, of course, he's got another room here that is also sundries. This is beautiful. Okay, Kapun Makat. Yep, that's the owner. Very nice man. Oh my God. I'm just speechless, guys, because this is such a vast collection of so many things. These coin banks are really cute, and they all have different bank names on them, so they were being handed out. And here's the other room. This looks like a lot of tools. Ooh, my goodness. I think this is the last room down here, but this is definitely like a workshop here. It looks like woodworking tools and other things, but I would say for the most part, you've got woodworking tools here. And he actually has a bench here that looks like it could still be being used today. Let's go upstairs and see what's going on there, but just look at the banister here. This is old stairs, and what's really interesting is the condition of this whole place. They've definitely taken care of it, and it is a vast, vast building. Oh my God. This one's gonna be clocks up here. It's just a ton of clocks. This whole room, oh, there's electronics, so there are old phones and stereos and radios. This is absolutely worth checking out, and I have no problem paying for things like this because the money is going to somebody who's collected it. Obviously, the man did this with a lot of passion and just has such a variety of things. And I'm always excited to see other people's collections because I've always loved collecting things and vintage items. So anytime I get a chance to view something like this, I am just ecstatic. His collection is just so varied, and there's just such a wide variety of things here. Everywhere you look, you see something different, and it's one of these places where you can come back a couple times and you probably will still miss things. Now we're coming to what I think will be my favorite room. Look at all these telephones, all the colors, a lot of these old payphones. What? And look at this, we got a bunch of old stereo equipment. He actually has some really good stuff. You've got Marantz over here, Marantz amps, receivers, That is some good stuff. And just a variety of other electronic equipment here. Tape decks. Oh my goodness, I almost didn't look up. Look at all those boom boxes he's got up there. All different cassette players, single speaker, double speaker. There's a whole second row. Little organ here. More equipment. I'm geeking out because I love tech and I love like the vintage tech. These are the little televisions, black and white. I think most of these were like the 6-7 inch. Such a neat little collection there. Even a bunch of old cell phones, a bunch of the old Nokia phones, and more phones, the Motorola brick phones. Yeah, I'm excited to check this stuff because this is the kind of stuff I really enjoy, and I'm definitely going to spend some time looking through this room. This was a nice little getaway. Sue, what did you think of Rayong? What did you think of the hotel here?
I think for me, I like the mangrove forest the best because it's very serene. For this hotel, if you compare it with other 5-star, maybe it's not there, but it's definitely one of the best in Rayong. And it's a very nice getaway. Very calm, very quiet. So I like it.
Yeah, I would have to agree. The mangrove forest, which I've been through before, it was Sue's first time, is absolutely magnificent. You know, this is about 3-hour drive from Bangkok. And if you don't want to go to all the craziness of Pattaya or that area, this is a good place to come and chill. And as far as the Marriott goes here, it's probably the only 5-star here in Rayong to begin with. And I think it's probably the nicest hotel here. Yes, it doesn't really compare to 5-star hotels in major cities. There's a few things here that need to be addressed, but the property is great. The staff is really nice. And we both really enjoyed this little trip. While we head back to Bangkok, why don't you guys make sure that you check out some of my videos? Please take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all very soon in another episode.